Hey, how we doing out there? First of all, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Crystal H Technology screens using the nanotechnology gain. We are doing some more testing on our new screen paint. This is the Luminous Ambient Light Rejection Cinema Paint. We've done demonstrations with lights literally sitting right up on top of the screen with no shade. We're going to be doing distance demonstrations, lower caliber demonstrations, lower caliber projectors demonstrations. But one of the demonstrations I want to point out really quick is the containers. Containers are very important because if a product starts to leak or something opens up an entry when the screen paint's in transit, the last thing you want is leakage, and leakage should end up costing a lot of money. So I'm going to show you the containers we used to use right here. These are the old containers. These are the new containers. The new containers have less leakage. Actually, very, very less leakage. I can tell you right now. I've done some tests already, but we're going to do it again on camera. This right here is the old containers. Now, one of the things about the old containers, which I should have did more testing on, which I did not do, I do apologize for that, is the fact that it doesn't take much. I mean, a good amount of weight dropped on one of these, like I said, in transit, if somebody drops something heavy on top of this, they will bust open. This is one actually right here that I tested. I actually dropped some of my weights on. About, I say 10 pounds I dropped, and this was able to shatter very easily. So that's one of the things. Also, too, the lids actually will crack very easily. So that's one of the other problems that I had right there, actually, with the container. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this outside. We're going to drop both of these down. I'm going to show you the reason why we're no longer using these containers anymore, because they have a higher risk of leaking and cracking, which, you know, like I said, I should have did my research before. And these are the new containers. Now, we're going to be, this is a 1 gallon container. We will have this available in 2 gallons, which will come with 2 of these, or 1. And these are the big boy containers. These are the 5 gallon containers that will come, actually will be shipped over to our contract for Dubai, and we have a contract in Dubai, a contract in Canada, and a few other contracts. Actually, the contract in Canada we're working on, but the contract in Dubai is already sealed in stone. And these are the containers that we'll be shipping overseas, or actually for larger applications for other companies, or I don't know, people may want bigger screens in their home or in their backyard. Now, the screen paint is fully weatherproof. It is 4K and 3D ready. I'm using it right there on my ViewSonic 4K projector. This is a PX747 projector at 3500 lumens. Let me show you the screen. So this is the screen right here. This is not plexiglass. Let me show you what this screen was made of. When I mean you can actually coat anything you want, I'm not joking. So this screen was actually made out of this thin 6mm plastic used for protecting furniture and beds and sofas and so forth. And I was able to stretch it over the frame and coat it. Now, the drying time is about 5 to 10 minutes with a fan, depending on the size of the screen. Also, too, there's no priming, there's no sanding, there's none of that nonsense whatsoever. And as you can see, the screens have amazing angle gain. On top of that, they can be used in fully lit environments. And as you can see in my environment, it is nice and bright. We don't do things with dim environment around here because there's no point putting the screen in a comfortable environment if it's just going to be introduced to a harsh environment. Like I said, if you're watching that demonstration in the dark, then the chances are that's where you're going to be at. Alright, so first things first, let's get down to the containers, because this is very important for my contracts we have, and also too for our customers, because the last thing you want to do is get a box full of paint leaking all over the place. Alright, so we'll take this outside. Yeah, that's my container of milk. I love milk so much. Alright, so we'll take this out front. Alright. Alright, so first things first, we are going to drop this one first. Alright, as you can see, there's no damage, there's nothing wrong with it. Little dents here and there, that's basically about it. Alright, second one, we're going to drop. As you can see, there's leakage, so we can't ship this over to Dubai because if this opens up on entry, we lose a ton of money. So this is showing leakage all around the container, which means the top has cracked already. Alright, so this is the reason why we no longer will be using these containers when shipping the product. Alright, so let me take mine inside. Alright. Alright, so that's the reason why we're not using those containers anymore. That was my next door neighbor going into his home. I didn't want to get him on camera, so I had the camera pointed downward. So yeah, he was just coming home from work. So anyway, so this is the container we're going to be using for that one. As you can see, The container took some damage. The other one I had to leave outside because it is leaky, but it took some damage, and there's no way in the world. Like I can say, you can see the dents in it that took the hit, and it just topped it and cracked. It looked absolutely fantastic. There's no leakage at all. I can take this, and I can actually take this over top of my projector. I have that much confidence in this that I'm going to leave this over top of my 4K projector right there. How many people are going to have that much confidence in the containers that they use? Right over top of my 4K projector. That's how much confidence I have in this container right here. And put over top of a projector that cost me $1,200. So that's what I like about this, or this technology right here. Not technology, but the container. Well, the technology went into design it, but anyway. These containers we're going to be using from now on. We're no longer going to be using these containers because I wouldn't dare stick this thing over top of my projector and face the projector getting damaged. Alright, so let me go outside. And like I said, even though when we took tape and we sealed it down pretty good, it still leaked. So it cracked from one end to the next. So let's see what we got here. It's probably shattered pretty good. If I step on this, yeah, see, we got leakage right there. Alright, I'm Kenneth Bird from Crystal Edge Technology Screens using nanotechnology. Again, I'd like to thank you all for your time.